So this example is on quadratic expressions. So example 1, factorize the following. So the reason why this is called a quadratic, first of all, is because there's three different terms in it. There's an x squared term, an x term, and a number, and a constant. Okay, so first thing we need to do is find the factors of x squared. Factors of x squared are x and x. Then we also need to find the factors of 30. There's a lot of factors of 30. You can get 1 by 30, 2 by 15, 3 by 10, and 5 by 6. Now you need to figure out which factors are going to get you 11x. Okay, so you'll hopefully be able to see that 5 and 6 is going to give you 11. And the way we see that is x by 6 is 6x, x by 5 is 5x, and then is there any way using minuses and pluses that I can get plus 11x out of that? The only way I can get plus 11x out of that is plus both of those, so that means I need to do plus for both of those. When we're writing our factors at the end, we must write them straight across. So it's going to be x plus 5 bracket x plus 6. So that is the answer to the first part of the question. Second question, same steps. We need to find our factors of 3x squared first of all. The factors are 3x and x. Then we need to find our factors of 8. We've got 1 by 8 or 2 by 4. You will see that 1 by 8 won't work. You can use trial and error to find that. Then you'll also try the other ones. You can try 4 and 2. Now if you try 2 and 4, you'll see it's not going to quite work for you. So then try 4 and 2. 3x by 2 is 6x. X by 4 is 4x. And then is there any way using minuses and pluses I can get plus 10x out of that? You'll see there's plus 6 and plus 4. So we go plus here and plus here. And like I said for the previous one, when we're finding our factors, you write them straight across. So 3x plus 4 bracket x plus 2. And that's the answer to that question. Moving on to example 2. Same idea. Find the factors of 2x squared first of all. 2x and x. Then we need to find the factors of 12. We've got 1 by 12, 2 by 6, and 3 by 4. So we need to figure out which factors would give me minus 11x. You can use trial and error, and you'll eventually see that 3 and 4 are the ones that are going to work. 2x by 4 is 8x, x by 3 is 3x, and then to get minus 11x, you can see there's going to be minus the 3 and minus the 8. So go minus here and minus here. When we're writing our factors again, write them straight across. So it's going to be 2x minus 3 bracket x minus 4. Now one thing to be careful with in these ones here, make sure when you multiply these two numbers by each other, you get this number here at the top. Minus 3 by minus 4 gives you plus 12. Remember, minus by minus is a plus. Moving on to the final example, we have to first of all factorize this one here. Now there's a number of different factors of 8x squared. It could be 1 by 8 or 2 by 4. So we can just write that in, 2 by 4 or 1 by 8. But however, we do straight away know the factors of 3. It's going to be 1 by 3. So then we need to try to figure out what is going to give us plus 10x here. So we're going to, you'll eventually figure out that it's going to be 4x and 2x. 4x by 3 is 12x, 2x by 1 is 2x, and then how could I get plus 10x out of that? It would have to be the plus 12 and minus the 2. So we minus wherever the 2 came from, so the 2x came from here, and the 12x came from this part. So that's where the plus comes from. And then to just make sure we're correct, you can see plus 3 by minus 1 is minus 3. Make sure all the time that these signs are correct as well. You could have also done 2x and 4x, but then the signs wouldn't have worked out for that part of the question. So then we write our factor straight across, so it's going to be 4x minus 1 by 2x plus 3. On to the last question, find the factors of 7x squared. You can see there's going to be 7x and x. Then we need to find the factors of 6. It's going to be 1 by 6 or 2 by 3. To try to see which ones are going to work here. 2 and 3. You'll be eventually able to see 2 and 3 work. 7x and 3 is 21x. X by 2 is 2x. And then using minuses and pluses, how could I get minus 19x out of that? minus 21 plus 2. So we plus wherever the 2 came from, and we minus wherever the 21 came from. And we write our factors straight across at the end. So it's going to be 7x plus 2 by x minus 3. And that is the answer to the question.